Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Divine Truth Tarot. So as I discussed in my video yesterday, the eclipse has passed and we have closed off major cycles in our lives. It will be different arenas of life, different areas of life for each of you. But there's been a mass exodus of the old to make room for the new. So I don't even know where to begin with the ascension symptoms that I personally felt over the past 2 weeks, but that's sort of why I was absent from the channel. There was a lot of integration happening, and there was a lot of awareness coming in, light codes, bringing in new information, and again, integration of these codes, disassembling old belief systems. And for many of us, this eclipse brought this purging, which was very uncomfortable emotionally and physically. And you guys know I was discussing my fake pregnancy symptoms that literally had me feeling and looking like I was pregnant. Luckily, that's passed. And part of that was the divine feminines birthing a new earth. So even my male masculines, my male feminines rather out there could have felt those symptoms, could have felt bloated, could have felt very uncomfortable in the abdominal area. And there's just so many changes that are happening so rapidly at this time. We are now halfway through 2020, and the second half is set to be a very different half of the year than the first half of the year. There's going to be some significant changes in all of our lives. And as I mentioned in my video yesterday, many people will be leaving our life. This doesn't mean a death necessarily, but we are set to meet up with our soul tribe and our soul family. So if there are people that maybe you thought were part of your soul tribe or soul family, it may actually come to fruition that you'll discover that those people were not actually your soul tribe and they just served a purpose for a season and then they have left. But not to worry, because they're making room for new people to enter. So let's get into the reading here. I actually wanted to dive in a bit to the masculine's headspace because so many of us are in kind of like this weird place of total detachment and surrender, where we're approaching this place of unconditional love and really in our own power, divine feminine. If you guys would like a personal reading, please reach out to me at the email below. I'm really only focusing on personal readings at this time. I do offer distant Reiki healings and I was offering coaching sessions, but I'm sort of putting those on hold. Actually, I'm still offering Reiki sessions, but I'm not doing the coaching at this time. So I'm just focusing on readings. Please know that my readings do involve guidance and coaching. So if that's something you're interested in or in need of, you will definitely get that during a reading. And my most popular readings right now are my North Node readings, which line up really beautifully with all the changes that are happening in 2020. And this is a reading for you. This is a reading for my divine feminines or, of course, divine masculines watching. And this is all about your divine destiny, your destined path, your path of the highest potential to help you reach your highest timeline. It's very detailed. It's about 50 minutes and I have spaces for those the week of July 13th. I'm all booked out for the rest of this week. The week of July 27th, I will be taking that week off and potentially the following week, but that's a long time. So I will definitely be off the week of the 26th. I won't be taking readings then. And then potentially the next week, I just might do lighter readings because I likely will be on the road. So let's discuss this, shall we? Let's get into this. Okay, so the top cards here. This is the masculine's headspace and environment, what's going on with them, basically what's up with the divine masculines. Now, we see here, well, let's start with this card. We see here completion. Completion of a cycle, divine feminine. So I was not surprised when this was the very first card to just pop out at me when I was shuffling. So there has been a completion of a cycle leading to a missing puzzle piece being found by the divine masculine. They are realizing who and what they are. So we have to really understand that the divine masculine is in this place of deep, deep processing of all of the lies that they ate when they were hungry, when their souls and hearts were hungry for acceptance and for love. You know, they devoured lies, they devoured karmics, they devoured addictions, they devoured things that were not good for them. And they did not take care of themselves. They did not honor themselves. They did not respect themselves. So divine feminine, by you respecting yourself, you're showing your divine masculine how to respect himself or herself. So they will reflect back to you the way you feel about yourself. So when we get triggered, just know, because my video last night or yesterday was talking about triggering and in terms of contact and communication, because I'm getting emails every single day now that people are getting contact and communication. It may not be exactly what you hoped for at this time, but drop all expectations. If you get triggered, learn from it, move on, heal from it, and purge as quickly as possible, move on. That's exactly what we're supposed to be doing right now. So it's likely that some of you, don't get triggered if you don't receive communication. I haven't received communication yet either. Understand that there's maybe more balancing to do, more alignment to do, more working on yourself and healing yourself so that your masculine can show up and reflect to you the best version of yourself. And just affirm to the universe that that's exactly what you wish for. That's what you want. You want to manifest your masculine showing up as the best possible version of themselves. But for that to happen, you have to embody the best possible version of yourself. So get to work, divine feminines. Tough love here. Get to work. This is all about you stepping into your power. This new cycle, these new cycles, plural, that are coming into your life, that are starting to sort of rev up here, are going to be fast and furious. They're going to bring many divine blessings. Lots of abundance for the divine feminine. You've worked very hard to get to where you are. For many, your cycles of suffering are coming to an end and you're going to be blessed. Blessings are going to show up in the form of people, in the form of abundance and material, financial gain, as well as clients. Many of you are becoming entrepreneurs or already are, a lot of my clients. And you're going to be feeling fulfilled within yourself. And I can't describe to you how beautiful a shift I had last night, coming from just a really horrid weekend of emotional purging and being in the void and feeling very detached and cold myself and wondering what was going on. And it turns out that I was purging ancestral trauma and purging just disappointment and sorrow and devastation and loss and fear and all of these emotions that are so heavy that were literally weighing me down. Literally, I was bloated. I was actually being weighed down physically. And I could not have given a reading, even if I wanted to, and I didn't want to, because in that energy, I don't want to share that with anybody, including anybody, not my divine masculine, not my followers, not the world, not anybody. I needed to deal with that and sit with that, as many of you did, because a lot of you have reached out to me already regarding that video, and understand that it needed to happen that way in order for us to truly be shaken awake. Not necessarily shaken awake, but shaken, just shaken to the core. And that's literally what it felt like. And then last night rolled around and all of a sudden it's like I started to purge, my belly swelling started to go down, I started to get more energy, I started to be able to sleep, and everything started sort of realigning. And again, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, my voice has changed. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's deeper. And there's a throat chakra healing going on for so many of us as we really truly set our boundaries and speak our truth. So back to the divine masculine, because I digressed. Back to the divine masculine. I'm a storyteller. What can I say? We are looking at the energies of suppression and isolation in the past, guys, in the rearview mirror. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wave them. Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you later. These are energies that are no longer in the masculine's space. Now, before you jump down my throat, but Sarah, okay, 3D is bullshit. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, it's bullshit. It's an illusion. It's a matrix. There's even some scientific research that says that we may be living in a simulated reality, guys. I mean, this is deep. This goes really deep. So please understand that your ego is a liar, that the 3D is not reality. And we create this reality based on what our soul needs to learn. And that's why the North Node reading is so beneficial, because it talks to you about, these are my weaknesses, these are my strengths. I don't even like to call them weaknesses. These are my ego traits. This is my karmic past. This is what I'm bringing in from past lifetimes. These are my gifts from past lifetimes. And this is the path of my highest destiny. And when you have that information, you can start making different choices. You can start having different thoughts, and you can start creating a different reality for yourself. So the divine masculine has completed cycles of feeling suppressed and not speaking his truth, which is why so many of the divine feminines are having these throat chakra awakenings, if you will, and changes, because their divine masculine has started speaking the truth in the karmic situation, whatever that might be. There is a karmic situation. If you're not in union, there is a karmic situation for your divine masculine and for you, your own separate karmic situation. So please understand that whereas before they felt like their hands were tied and they literally felt like they couldn't speak their truth, the divine masculine is speaking their truth, and to the dismay of many a karmic. I can't help myself. It's funny because for so long the divine masculine stifled their voice and stifled their thoughts and stifled their gifts and stifled their identity, their personality, for just to make the karmic happy, because that's what they thought they were supposed to do. Buckle down, shut up, and just live. They didn't realize that they could do more than just live, that they didn't have to just, that they could actually thrive, that they could actually enjoy life and have fun and have a partner who would not tie them down, but who would allow them the freedom to fly. They didn't realize this. So this has ended, as has this isolation. So if your divine masculine has been silent or quiet or just otherwise not in contact or seemed cold and detached like the Ice Queen, just know that that is ending. And they are starting to come forward. So I see this as they're starting to thaw out and they're starting to warm up. So again, do not freak out. Don't yell at me if you haven't yet received communication or contact. Remember, guys, I do not do timing because timing is fluid and we have free will. But what I am noticing as a collective, and we're, guys, I mean, I think I said this in a few videos ago, that we're all moving together. So we're in the same sea. We're in different canoes or different kayaks or different little boats. I'd say boats because I think that's easier than kayaks or canoes in the ocean. That would be kind of really challenging. But we're in these little boats. We have life vests. And we're all, you know, different soul tribes and different, you know, boats. And we are all rowing together towards the same ultimate goal. So just because some of us are here or here or here doesn't mean they're ahead of me or I'm ahead of my masculine. You cannot think that way. That's ego. Your masculines have worked so hard in the physical reality. I have reports from a divine feminine friend, and you know who you are if you're watching, and she's told me that she's been in touch with some of her masculine friends, not her divine masculine, but divine masculine friends, and they're reporting major upset, major trouble in paradise with karmic situations. They're in a lot of pain, and they're speaking up and out about it. This is exactly what we want. We want them to speak up and out so that the healing happens, so that they understand I can use my throat chakra, I can speak up, I'm no longer suppressed, I'm allowed to cry, I'm allowed to have feelings, okay? This is so important for the divine masculine to understand and feel. I can feel this, and I don't have to just sit here and keep my mouth shut. That I get to actually have a voice. So thank you, divine masculines. We see you, we hear you, we support you, we love you, we trust you, we have faith in you. You can do this. So on this next row here, this is what's going on right now. So now that we have in the past these completion of cycles, okay, and the purging has happened, the healing has happened and is still happening. They're no longer suppressed. They're using their voice and their throat chakra, and they're no longer in this place of wanting to ice out their feminine because they realize that she wasn't the problem. It was never her. And it wasn't him all along. It was, but not in a blaming or shaming way. They're just realizing they're taking accountability for what has happened. You know, what the choices they've made and the decisions they've made and the roads they've gone down. So they're starting to really take accountability for their lives and realize I put myself here. And this is a really good place for them to be in, even if it feels uncomfortable or nasty right now. So the divine masculines want to compromise. So now they're in this place of icing out and thawing out, warming up a little bit, warming up their hearts. and they want to compromise with the divine feminine. They want to come with a peace offering. So guys, please trust me when I say that if your divine masculine reaches out and you have any sort of expectation about how is he going to reach out, or when, or why, or any of those things, or he should have said this, or she should have said this, you're going to cause a block and likely cause them to retreat. I see the image of a divine masculine sort of peeking their head out the door and saying, is it safe? And the minute, it's kind of like a scared cat. And the minute that they, or an animal, a wild animal, the minute that they think that there's territory that could possibly be uninviting, or it could be dangerous emotionally, they're going to retreat. So they want to offer you an olive branch. Please take that olive branch with no expectations about what that means or when you'll hear from them, or do not sit there like a feminine's mind does and dissect every word. It doesn't have any deeper meaning. If they just reach out to say hello, just take it as that. It means they're thinking of you. It means they're opening a door. It means that a new cycle has begun. And leave it at that and let things flow. Please, please, please trust me on this. So they're gaining up the courage, okay, because they're integrating these healing lessons they've learned from the eclipse. So they're gaining the courage to approach the divine feminine, but they're still integrating their feminine and masculine energies. So there's still some balancing. It's a balancing act still for the masculines and for many of feminine as well. So please understand that they might be a little shaky when they come to you. They might be a little in fear energy still. They might be just a little scared and maybe don't exactly know what to say or how to say it because they're still afraid of rejection, but they're working on it. They're working on it. They're gaining the courage and they're starting to integrate the lessons learned. So I wanted to just tap in briefly here to the energies of both counterparts. So I want to start with the masculines because of because of this. So we have the Lovers card. Now, there's not much more to say about this. The masculines are thinking about the feminines. They're thinking about it's so, as before I've said in past readings, they're thinking about the past and reminiscing, Six of Cups energy, nostalgia. This is the future. This is futuristic, future energy for me. This is them recognizing that you are their divine counterpart and you are their divine mirror. This is them truly, really, really actually waking up. This is not them being half asleep. They've woken up to the connection and they know that you are their destined path and their destined partner. And they have this new vision and they want to bring this into reality. So I feel like they've been sitting on this for quite some time and they've been experiencing new things and they want to share these new experiences and this new vision that they have of who they are and what this connection is and what this means and just their new outlook on life. They want to share that. They realize that they want to share stuff with the feminine. They miss you. But they've moved past that nostalgic energy and I feel like they're in this energy of just really being present. They're learning how to be in the present moment and learning how important that is for them to really appreciate what they have. And this new vision, talks about them recreating and reinventing themselves. You see, there's a figure of a man and then there's a man who's essentially has risen up from the ashes. So there's a bit of a phoenix rising energy to this, but not totally. There's this energy of gaining the courage, gaining the momentum, gaining the strength to suddenly just rise up and to really and truly just show yourself. They're ready to show themselves to the divine feminine. This is what I've been through. They want to share the experiences. This is what I've been through. This is what I've been experiencing. And they want to share, I'm hearing like 5 senses, like, let me tell you a story about what I've been through in the time that we haven't been in touch. Since the last time I've seen you, let me tell you a story and paint a picture. So I feel like a lot of them are writing down words. So some of you may actually get a long email or a letter or a card of some sort, like a sentimental card. Please do let me know. Leave it in the comments or just email me privately and let me know so that I can share that information, because I do see kind of that old school long form, letter from some of these masculines. And if you're not receiving it, you may be seeing it in the 5D or feeling it or sensing it, because I feel like a lot of them are writing long letters to their feminines and then maybe they're not deleting it anymore, but they're just kind of sitting on it. And then we have the divine feminine. Now, guys, this is the Two of Cups energy. And the reason it's friendliness in this particular deck is because this deck is more philosophical. It's the Osho Zen Tarot, and it speaks of that relationships aren't ownerships, that we should always just aim to be friends with our partners. And I thought, wow, how fitting is this for twin flames to understand that we don't own them, that we are free agents and they are free agents, and that we, at the core of this connection, is just a deep respect and bond and friendship for one another. So they're separate but together. Do you understand? So they have separate roots, but the roots probably connect. And then they're separate, they're standing separately, but their branches connect. And they're more beautiful together because look, they create from red and yellow, they create that beautiful orange. So they know that they're better together. Just thinking of that Jack Johnson song, Better Together. But at the same time, they respect each other's sovereignty. So I think this is a really healthy place, divine feminines. Okay, so if you're in healthy detachment and still practicing unconditional love and still holding space, beautiful, congratulations, you've passed the test. Look, a success. You know, those of you who have passed the test, who have been able to detach healthily and been able to create your own abundance and have been able to truly find happiness within in your own life and created fullness for yourself, you're going to be receiving a gift. You understand the true meaning of unconditional love. And guess what? That's awareness, the awareness of cracking open, breaking open, taking off the masks. But more than just taking off the masks, this is you getting to the core and the root of what it actually means to be a divine feminine, of what it actually means to be a twin flame. What does it mean to be a light worker and a way shower? What does it mean to be a star seed or an incarnated angel? What does it mean to be who I am and what I am in this lifetime? And these are questions that I address in the North Node readings as well. This is all about self-awareness. I am here as a guide to help you get on the path of self-awareness. This is my mission. This is my calling. It has been confirmed by several healers that I've worked with over the years, and it's becoming very, very, very clear to me now. The cards are just wonderful tools, but the true tool is your own intuition and your own guidance, because you could have these cards and each reader is going to have their own depiction of it. So I will resonate with certain people and then other people will resonate with other readers, and that's fine and beautiful, and that's how it should be. But these are the energies that I'm picking up, guys. So I truly hope that this was helpful. I hope that it was more than helpful. I hope that it's inspiring on some level or many levels. I hope that it gives you clarity. I hope that it gives you peace of mind and peace of heart. And I truly hope that it helps to catapult you on to your next level of ascension and awareness, and really just gives you hope and faith, because that eclipse sort of put us in the darkness for many divine feminines when it comes to hope and faith. So I hope this helps to restore your hope and faith. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos, guys. I have a schedule now down for my readings. I know how many I will do a week. And, you know, I limit them each week so that I'm able to really give you guys the true devotion that each reading deserves. So I'll be posting more videos on the channel. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your energy and supporting each other. Thank you so very much to anyone who's volunteered to be a moderator on the channel. I see you guys. And even if I'm not able to be on all of those videos, many of them are pre-recorded. I truly see you and appreciate you for the work that you're doing and for being of service. That's such a gift, and you will be rewarded tenfold for doing that just by the universe. And so have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, wherever you are, guys, in the world, and I'll see you in the next video. Sorry about that. My battery was dying. Sorry. Okay, good night, guys. Blessings.